Hi guys, welcome to Avi's Academy. In our earlier video, we have calculated the correlation coefficient using the covariance and the standard deviation values of x and y variables. So in this video, we will be discussing how to calculate the values of correlation coefficient when actual values of x and y variables are given using Carl Pearson's product moment method. So let us start our illustration for the day now. Let us have a look at the equation. They have given find Pearson's correlation coefficient from the following data. So we have to calculate Pearson's correlation coefficient. The given data is husband's age and wife's age. So these are the two variables given. One of these variables we have to take it as x and the remaining variable will be y. Next we have to interpret the result. How to interpret correlation coefficient I've already described in the previous video. If you have not watched the video, a link is popping up above. Click the link and watch the video. I also provided the same link in the description section. You can click the link and watch the video later on. Now I am proceeding towards the calculation. So here they have given us to calculate Pearson's correlation coefficient. So Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation is based on this equation. So if you see the equation, so we have to calculate few values here. First, in the numerator you can see alphabet, which is n. N stands for number of observation. Number of observation here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6 husband or wife ka age information is collected. That is number of respondents to be specific. So that is what is given here, 6. Then we need sigma xy. Sigma xy stands for product of x and y, and then we have to sum the product. So that is equal to sigma xy. We will be taking first value as first given value, that is a given variable, which is husband's age as x and wife's age as y. You can do otherwise also. You can take husband's wife's age as x and husband's age as y. It will not affect the calculation because correlation coefficient is symmetric in nature, so that's why it won't affect. And next value which we need in the denominator numerator is sigma x. Sigma x stands for total of x and sigma y stands for total of y. That is already given, we just need to total it up. Next I'll go to the denominator part. So in the denominator you have again n, which is 6. Then you have sigma x square, which means you have to find the square of x, then you have to sum it up. So x is given here, the values of x is given here. You have to find the square of each of these value, then total it up. That will be equal to sigma x square. Sigma x whole square is given, that is this value sigma x, the total of x. So you find the sigma x, then you square it up, that is equal to sigma x whole square. Next value which we need is sigma y square. You square y, then you sum it up, that is equal to sigma y square. Sigma y you will get when you are adding wife's age, so you have to find the whole square of that, that is equal to sigma y whole square. So these are the information which you need. So if you see the equation, additionally what we need to calculate is xy, then we need x square, then we need y square. X and y already given in the question. So that is what you need to calculate. So let us proceed towards the calculation. So we are calculating Carl Pearson's correlation coefficient. So to calculate that we will be using this table. So I request you all to draw this table. I'll give a subheading for our calculation as computation of correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient. So this is what we are calculating. I'll underline this. Okay, so you write like this: computation of correlation coefficient. Then you draw 5 columns. First column for husband's age, that I'm considering it as x. Wife's age, second column, that I'll be considering it as y. And then we need xy as discussed earlier. Then we need x square, then we need y square. So these are the values we need to calculate. First let us write husband's age information which they have given. So that is these values. So I'll be writing down now. So 30, you can write in your notebook, 28, 30, 33, 36 and 39. So this is the x value. Then I need y. Y is wife's age. So that is 23. Next value is 23, 26, 27, 30 and 32. So these are the six values which is given. So next let me calculate these values which we need, the total. Okay, we need sigma x, the total of x, sigma y, sigma xy, sigma x square and sigma y square. So these are the values which we need, and that I'll be writing here. Okay, so let me put those values here. Okay, so this is what we are calculating here. So first we'll calculate the sum of x, which is sigma x, summation x. So you use your calculator, I'll use my calculator, so that will appear here. Okay, so this is my calculator. So let me start the calculation. I need to add these values, so let me add. So first value is 30 plus, next value is 28 plus 30 plus 33 plus 36 plus 39, so which is equal to 196. I'll write here, you can write in your notebook, on your notebook. Next we need sigma y ka total. Sigma y ka total, to calculate again I'll be using calculator. So first value is 23, 23 plus 23 plus 26 plus 27 plus 30 plus and 32, so that is equal to 161. Okay, 161, that is equal to sigma y. Now I need xy, x into y. Okay, so 30 into 23, so that is equal to you can use your calculator or you can straight away calculate, that is 23 into 3, then you add 0. So 23 into 3 is 69. So 69, there is a 0 left, so I'll write 690. So you can use your calculator. Let us cross verify that. So it is 30 into 23, which is equal to 690. Similarly we will calculate the other values. Next value is 28 into 23. So 28 into 23, let me calculate. 28 into 23, which is equal to 644. I'll be writing down here. And next value is 30 into 26. So I'll be doing that now. 30 into 26, which is equal to 780. And next is 33 into 27. So which is 33 into 27, which is equal to 891. I'll write down that here, 891. Next is 36 into 30. So I'll use a calculator again. 36 into 30, 36 into 30, which is equal to 1080. I'll write down that value here. And the last value is 39 into 32. So let me do that. 39 into 32, which is equal to 1248. Okay, 1248. Now I need to add these values to get sigma xy. I'll be doing it now. So 1248 plus 1080 plus 891 plus 780 plus 644 plus 690. So this is the value. The sum is equal to 5333. I'll write down that value here, 5333. Next I need x square. So x square is x ka square. So 30 ka square is 900. You can use your calculator. 28 square, let me calculate. So square of 28 I need. So 28 ka square I have. You need to use, if you are using basic calculator, it is 28 into 28, which is equal to 784. So 784. Next is 30 ka square again, which is equal to 900. Then I need 33 ka square. So what I do is I have this option here. I'll just click on that, 1089. You use your calculator to square the values. 36 square, which is 36 ka square, 36 into 36, which is 1296. 1296. And the next value I need 39 ka square, which is let me calculate, 39 ka square, which is 1521. 1521. So let us add this to get sigma x square now. So I'll use a calculator. You can use your calculator. So yeah, my calculator is here. So first value 1521 plus, so 1521 plus 1296 plus 1089 plus 900 plus 784 plus and again 900, okay, which is equal to 6490. So I'll write that here, 6490, that's the value. Okay, I'll increase the space now. Yeah, 1490. Similarly, what you need to do is to find out the y square. You need to find the squares of these y values. Okay, you use your calculator and find the values. I've already calculated, so I'll put the values. The values are here. Okay, use your calculator and calculate the value. Okay, do not just copy. Okay, let me add this value now. I'll use my calculator, you can use your calculator. First value 1024 plus 900 plus 729 plus 676 plus 529 plus 529, which is equal to 4387. Let me write that value, 4387. Okay, so that is the value we got. So these are the values which we need to calculate correlation coefficient. We have calculated all the values. Now what we need to do is we need to substitute each of these values with our Carl Pearson's product moment method ka equation, that is this equation. So let us do that now. So first value you have here in the equation, r is equal to, you need to write the equation, and after that the substitution I'll be doing it here. You can write down under this, and after writing the equation, first value is n stands for number of observation, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So n is 6, 6 into, right, 6 into sigma xy. Sigma xy is here, sigma xy 5333. So let me write that value, 5333. So you need to first find the product of this, okay, and then deduct that from this, that is sigma x is 196 into sigma y, which is 161. Okay, 161. Okay, this is your numerator. Okay, now you need to write the denominator ka values. In the denominator you have n first, so I'll be writing that, which is 6. So 6 into, I'll put it in bracket, into 6 into 6 into sigma x square. Sigma x square is here, 6490. I'll write that, 6490 into here it is, into n into sigma y square. Again I have to write y here. I'll be writing down that n is 6. 6 into sigma y whole square, sigma y, not sigma y, sigma y square, not sigma y whole square, which is 4387. I'll write down this here. So find the product of that and then find the difference, which is, yeah, from that, yeah, here I have to do that. I have not done that. Let me do that. Okay, don't make this mistake which I have done. Sigma x square whole square we need, I have not written. Let me write that now. So that is 196 ka whole square. Okay, now it's a problem. Okay, I can, okay, let me copy this from here so that I can use the square which is available there. Okay, then I'll put just the values. Now I need sigma x ka whole square. I need to write sigma x there, which is 196. So 196 ka square. Then here 6 into, that is n into sigma y square, which is 4387, minus sigma y whole square. Sigma y is here. I need sigma y whole square. I'll put this here. Then I'll replace sigma x with sigma y, which is 161 ka whole square. So these are the values you need. Okay, once you write the values, now we'll do the calculation. First calculation you need to do is 6 into 5333. So let me use my calculator, you can use your calculator, which is 6 into 5333, which is equal to 31,998. So I'll write the first value, which is 31,998. 31,998 minus 196 into 161, 196 into 161, which is equal to 31,556. 31,556. Okay, I've written the numerator part. Now I'll go towards the denominator. First value is 6 into 6,490. So 6 into 6,490, which is equal to 38,940. I'll write that here within bracket. 38,940 minus 196 whole square. So 196 ka square I need. 196 ka square, which is 38,416. 38,416. Okay. Next I need n into sigma y, which is sigma y square, which is 6 into 4387. So let me do that. 6 into 4387, which is equal to 26,322. 26,322 minus, yeah, 26,322, 161 square. So 161 ka square, which is 25,921. 25,921. Okay, so this is the value. So these are the value that we have calculated. Now we will find the difference of the numerators. So that is 31,998. You can use your calculator, minus 31,556, which is equal to 442. 442. Now in the denominator you have to find few differences. Let me calculate that now. First, 38,940 minus 38,416, which is equal to 524. Okay, 524 into 26,322. 26,322 minus 25,921, which is equal to 401. Okay, 401. Okay, next what I'll do here is, sorry, yeah, I'll copy this, I'll put it down here. Let just to show how to go step by step. Next, numerator is one value. Here we have to do some calculation. Let me do that. So I need to find the product of this first. So let me find the product. So which is 401 into 524, which is equal to 2,10,124. I'll write that here. 2,10,000, 2,10,124. Now we need to calculate the root of this. So let me calculate that now. Okay, so root of this, let's see what will be the root of this value. So that is 20. Yeah, you use your calculator. Root is 458.39. So I'll be taking two decimal places ka value, 450, sorry, 458.39. Okay, now I need to directly calculate. I'll increase the size, okay, so that you can see. So 442 divided by 458.39, that will give our correlation coefficient. Let me calculate that now. So the final calculation, divided by 442 divided by 458.39, which is equal to 0.96. 0.9642. Okay, I'll write four decimal places ka value, 0.9642. So that is our answer. So that's our final answer. Let me change the color just to highlight. So 0.9642 is the correlation coefficient between wife's age and husband's age. So now we need to interpret the values. So let me write the interpretation part here. So I'll start the interpretation part. Remember, I have discussed this in our previous video, how to write the interpretation. So I hope you remember that part. So let me write that now. So when we are writing the interpretation, we have to focus on two aspects. One is the sign of the coefficient, another one the value itself. The sign of the coefficient indicates the direction, and the value indicates the strength of association. So how do we write the interpretation? First, we have to write what is the correlation coefficient between the variables. Then how is it? So let me write the correlation coefficient that's what we have calculated between the two variables. Husband's, I'll write age of husband and wife. Age of, you can write husband's age and wife's age. Age of husband and age of wife is, how much you have to write, that is 0.9642. I'll write that 0.9642. The correlation coefficient between age of husband and age of wife is 0.9642. Based on this value, okay, based on this value, we can infer that, or we can interpret that, or we can conclude that there exist. Now you have to write about how the strength is. So 0.9642, okay, if the value is higher than 0.7, 0.7 or above than that, then we say high degree of correlation. So there exists high degree of, okay, high degree of. Then we need to write about the direction, whether it is positive or negative. Since the coefficient is positive, having a positive sign, we write there exists a high degree of, positive correlation or direct relation, you can say positive correlation or direct correlation, direct relation, not correlation, direct correlation between these two variables. So this is how you need to interpret the correlation coefficients ka value. So